When I talk to a business, I like to move them from a concept of AI as a tool to AI as a transformation. And what I find is the more you go up the pyramid, the more you can charge, right? So at the very bottom, what people think AI is for is efficiency. So I call this the co-pilotization of AI, which is they think AI is like Clippy, helping them write faster emails, which is fine. It can definitely do that, but that's not really that exciting, right? Getting 10% efficiency across your team, it's like, yeah, that in theory saves a lot of time and makes us a lot of money. But what I find is that a lot of people have 10% of their time free, right? They're just not efficient individually. And like getting someone to buy in for faster emails just isn't exciting, right? And so think about how do we move it up? So I think the second level of AI value is quality. So our work is higher quality. We can get new employees to average. We can avoid spelling mistakes. We can write messages in the right tone. We can do research that'll help us improve. I think the third level then is revenue enhancement. How do we actually save money or unlock new lines of revenue that we wouldn't be otherwise? And fourth, and the hardest but also most powerful, is business transformation, meaning how do we rethink our org and think about AI as a teammate? So let's try to move from tool to teammate. Not everyone will be ready for that, but this is a really good aim, I think, as you're selling AIs, go up the pyramid. So I'll give you an example from a client that I've worked with that does like a large utility company. So we found ways for them to move up the pyramid. Like the basic efficiency was email composition automation. Second was document standardization. So when they did reports, it always looked the same. It didn't have errors. But we found some big revenue enhancements where they were paying consultants about $100,000 a year to go through a ton of contracts and create something. So by unlocking the ability for their team to do that, huge cost reduction. And then business transformation, they have a foundation nonprofits apply to. We're able to use AI to do those tasks and actually reorganize the organization. It was a one FTE role that was filled by 4 different people. So they were all doing a little bit and nobody owned it and it wasn't very efficient. So with AI, we were able to allow them not to have someone in that role and instead it was automated. So that's kind of how you can think about transformation.